Welcome, welcome. This is Orphise Rodriguez, and you are on episode 2 of Career Boost, my new podcast. In this podcast, we usually talk about leadership, management, skills, and talent. Well, these are topics which are making things easier for you in your career, in your professional life, and this is why we like to discuss them here. Today, I'm happy to share a recording that I had with Ingrid Gumbs a few days ago to talk about her book, Your Talent is a Gift. We divided these recordings into 2 parts because the initial recording was too long. I really like this part because you were really using these things about continuously educating yourself as pillars really of talent development. Yeah. So can you maybe elaborate on what you meant by building a network, working with a coach, pursuing maybe online education to contribute to this process? Can you just say a few words about that?
Yes, because a coach is very important as a guide. And a coach doesn't need to know your profession or your skills, but he have to know you as a person. Mm-hmm. Who are you? And what does he see in you, what you don't see in yourself? Because sometimes you have some capability that's also seeing you, and they like to help you, but you don't recognize their help. Mm-hmm. So somehow you have to be a little bit humble too. Mm-hmm. You see, even when you're clever, it's always good to have someone aside who guide you as a person, because you got a talent. But having a talent doesn't mean that you have the personality to survive, and that you can oversee what is surrounding you in negative things and positive things. Because once they know you have talent and you start becoming, you have friends all over, people that you never saw in your life. And some are there to help you, and some are there to misguide you. And if you have a good coach, a coach can talk to you, say, I think you slow down now, read this book, get in touch with someone I know who went through this. He is just a guide for your life.
Someone to give you another perspective on things, yeah?
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm also a coach, and I know that with my clients, I like also to help them define their goals.
Yes.
Yeah. So they have someone who makes them accountable for that as well.
Yeah.
And not just yes, I want to do that, but how making sure that they're actually doing something towards reaching that goal every day.
Yes. Yeah. I think it's very important too, because when I coach people, we used to start with the end goals.
Yeah.
What do you want to reach at the end? Mm-hmm. It can be about 5 years, 10 years, or maybe tomorrow. And from there, I go back to ask, what do you need to reach the end goal? Mm-hmm. And are you able to do it? And what do you want to offer? Mm-hmm. Because going through to your goal, you will lose friends. You have to arrange your life in another way. You have to... if you are someone who is... Because I always invite people in day people and night people. And if you are someone who is very active in the morning, wake up at 4 o'clock, be active. So you have to put all the hard work you are supposed to do in the morning time. But if you are a night owl, you better put all your energy in the nighttime. But this is knowing yourself.
You have to know yourself.
Yes. How am I built normally? And when do I do this? So when you have the coaching, you tell your coach, listen, this is my way of thinking. I'm an introvert or I'm an extrovert. I need people around me, or I have moments that I don't want to need people. So based also on the characters and the way they are standing in the life, you also make the goals with them. Otherwise, you can, if you put on the goals only on paper, and you don't add the character, and the way of life, the normal program they used to do, they won't reach the goal. Even when intellectually they understand what you say and they want to reach the goal, but if it doesn't fit with the personality, it doesn't work. So it's very good to know yourself, so you can tell your coach, listen, this is the way I used to live, and I want to change this, and how do you want to change this to reach this goal? And then the coach will help you.
I absolutely agree. I think we have the same approach here in terms of coaching. I often start with like personality questionnaires and this sort of thing. So they, if they haven't done it in the past, so they know, and we can really discuss whether their strength, also their way of working, and what they, their communication style, and all of that. Great. So, I mean, from your experience, maybe coaching people, or maybe broader in your life, you have met a lot of people, obviously, in your career. So, do you think people really dedicate enough time educating themselves and developing their honing their skills?
But you can educate yourself several ways. You can go to a conference where we met each other.
Yeah, we met at the conference.
You can read a book. You can follow a group on the internet. You can follow an item. You can exchange with people with the same mindset as you. But the funny thing is, once you know your talent, it works like a magnet. Then automatically you meet this kind of people. Oh, you hear words, wow, very interesting, and then you add yourself to them, you exchange ideas, and this is the way you develop yourself in broader than only books and skills, and also staying in the same environment, because this is important too. Once you have the talent, don't stay only with people with your own mindset. Jump out the. I always
explore other venues, meet other type of people.
But I compare it with the koi fish. You know the Japanese koi fish? Beautiful colors. But if you put them in a bowl, they stay small. But if you put them in a river, they become, huge. But it's the same way, but now they have all the space to swim around. They see much more, and they become more beautiful and more strong.
This is a beautiful analogy, absolutely.
So be a koi fish.
But do you think people are doing that enough? Or
yes, because there are people that you meet when you travel, when you go to the conference. You meet people from everywhere, and different skills and way of thinking, different culture is very important to get in touch with. And this is enrichment for yourself too.
Yes. And I mean, we talked about your network and the people you meet, and and it's so true. You have to really get out of your comfort zone
and open up. Also,
open up,
because there are people who travel a lot, but they are still in their own fishbowl.
Just going back to that coaching business, you know how there's so many coaches in the industry now, right?
A lot. It's trending.
It's trending. It's a trending job. Do you think this coaching industry has become a little bit saturated?
No, I don't think so. Because every time there will be new ideas, and especially when we're talking about the AI, there is a huge development to come. And you need more coaches. You need much more coaches to do the specialization of all these new things to come.
Yeah, right. Because there are different specialties as well in the coaching industry,
there will
right?
Be enough.
Yeah.
But only the question is, which one fits the best? Which can help me?
So let's just move on maybe to part 2 of the book, activating your talents with entrepreneurial skills and financial intelligence. This was really interesting. And you, in fact, discussed here various profiles and terms like the millennial career builders that I really liked. These people who work actually part-time and develop their business part-time as well.
And hybrid workers who have a combination of working for a boss and the rest of the day they work for themselves, or they travel the whole world around and doing everything by internet. By, let's say, living in a beautiful tropic island and doing business with people in Europe, so you don't have to leave your island. And thanks to the internet.
And you mentioned also business conceptual format designers.
Yes.
Digital nomads.
Yes.
Business consultants. I think the ones you were talking right now were digital nomads. The ones who are actually with the internet, they can go anywhere.
Yeah.
Can you maybe highlight the characteristics of one, maybe either the business conceptual format designers? Let's go with that. What are the characteristics of these people?
They are the people who are very creative. Like we were talking about Tesla, who was all-rounder and very intelligent, but he was the one who developed things. But he doesn't work it out. They make the proposition by people who have the money to work it out, and this. There are a lot of people. They have beautiful idea, wonderful idea but you can earn a lot of them, but they don't want to manage it. They just develop it as a concept and say, "Are you interested of doing someone who can work it out?" And then they can buy it. This is a concept too. But you have to be very creative with it and know the field, know the people, and also trust that the people will work your idea out in a good way and not misuse your idea, because there are people also that misuse your idea. And they are very interesting people, but these are the people who are creative. They develop ideas, they know how it will work, but they are not the one who are going to work it out.
Right.
They just sell you the
idea.
Yes.
Okay. So these are new type of jobs, really, type of professions that are coming out. In fact, when you talk about new type of roles, like even I was thinking about the prompt engineers. You heard of those?
No, it's new for me.
Those one who are expert in ChatGPT, for example.
Okay.
They know how to create prompts just to answer the right question and to really advise their clients in the best way. So there are more and more new roles also coming out. But I really identified clearly with the millennial career builders, because as a startup company as well, I know that it's important to navigate between the two, the
group of
the stable job and also the entrepreneurial. So at the beginning, you can really live a better life. Great.
But you can see it in two ways. You can see it as the millennium group of youth who have another way of thinking and handling things, but you can also see it as the basic from which you can develop entrepreneurship.
Right.
And these are the 17 Millennium Goals. This is written by the UN.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of possibilities that you can use to create, but this will be social jobs that you can create to change the world, to help humanity. They are special social entrepreneurship. And you can base it on the 17 Millennium Goals.
Yeah, okay. So these were related also to the millennial goals. Okay.
The 17 Millennium Goals.
Right. Okay.
To be reached at 2030.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of job to do.
So do you have any tips maybe to give for anyone who hasn't discovered their talent yet?
Yes.
Because we're not also clear on what we're good at.
Yes.
Are we?
You can read about it, like my book, You can see some videos also about it. You can talk with people about it. You can ask people also for, what do you think that my talent is? Because sometimes people see more in you than you know of yourselves. And then you can find out. But my advice is to move around in different groups and
Different
networks,
circles, yeah.
so you can check your own talent. Because sometimes you recognize your talent in someone else, and on the other way, people can tell you, I think you will be a good writer since you are a good storyteller, you know. And then you say, no, I never wrote something, and then they can show you the way to become a good writer. And then it seems, wow, I never knew I could write a book.
Yeah.
But someone else saw it in me, but I had it already in me.
Yeah.
So you have all the potential in you, but you have to discover yourself, or people have to discover it by you. And that's why it's important to be open with people when you meet people, if you want to learn from yourself. Yes.
I really like that when you refer to the Johari window.
Yes.
Because, you know, the four corners of, you know, things that you know, only you know, and what, and others don't know.
Yes.
But that part where, you know, when you mentioned about the blind spot, you know, this is the blind spot from your Johari window, where there's some things about you that you don't know, but others can actually tell you about you because you haven't seen it. You brought up very good references there to really light up this conversation about finding your talent. In your book, I really I really saw it coming through.
And also that your talent is your asset nowadays. It's not the college you follow or your family background. This is your diploma. Once you discover your talent, you can continue studying, meeting people who can give more power to your talents.
So I mean, just in fact, when you talk about the talent sufficiency, do you think this is enough? When you know that knowledge, you think this is enough to build your career out around it?
Yeah, you can multiply it in all ways. That's the thing. And then do your creativity come in. And as I told you, once you know, you only need to know one talent of yourself, and it works like a magnet. Everyone who has something to add, I compare it with the basket. When you're born, like a fairy tale, the fairy gives you a basket with a lot of possibilities. And there are people who come and take a paper, and they tell you, okay, I can do this for you, but you have to do this for yourself. And sometimes they are disguised in people who directly can tell you what your talent is, but some in another way, people can confront you with your talent. So that's why you have to always stay open to learn something, and don't stay in life in the way like I know everything. Nobody can teach me anything. Because if you are this kind of person, you can be as talented as you are, but you won't learn anything further. Because sometimes you meet people like that, you think, wow, they're very talented, but there's something in their character who keep them away for building up the talent and their personality.
Great. Thank you so much, Ingrid, for answering all these questions. We really had a great overview of mastering your talent and making good use of it.
And be happy, yeah?
Sorry?
It's the key to happiness.
It's the key to happiness, right?
And wealth. Happiness
and wealth. That's the good one. So is your talent, is your gift your first book, or have you authored other works?
This is my first book. I used to work professional articles when I was teacher in healthcare. But this is my first book that doesn't have anything with healthcare, but where I combine all my experiences in it. And especially the knowledge of different culture, I combine with it. And I'm very happy to be guided by this professor from Person, who was my mentor, and the ideas of Professor Gardner, who gave you an all new view about intelligence. He's talking about multiple intelligence and how you can use it.
Yeah. So you can be really proud of this. I mean, this has been a blast, really a really good book, good read.
And easy to read with some practices that you can do.
Yes.
And it's not heavy stuff.
It's not heavy stuff. It really, you can read it in a short time.
Yes.
But you really went straight to the point. So I think that was very good. So how can readers purchase your book? Your Talent is a Gift.
Yeah. For now, you can purchase it by Orphise.
With me? Yeah.
And soon I will see a possibility to put it on Amazon or ball.com, but for a wider audience to order.
So for me, I'm obviously have a few copies to sell in Switzerland.
Yes.
I can send because I can send it over in Europe, but mostly in Switzerland.
Yes.
But if you're anywhere in Europe, I can absolutely send you a copy.
Yes.
So can you maybe provide the pricing? What is the pricing?
It's going to be 25 euros.
Yeah.
Yes.
Plus shipping.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Great. Any other formats? Is it so it's available really in this format, in the book format?
Yes.
And then and that's it. I think thank you so much, Ingrid, for this book, for this conversation today. I had really a good time.